So I run a crypto consultancy that serves over 1,400 clients, and we help our clients grow their portfolios in the primary crypto markets. And in this video, I'm going to explain how our company was born, what we actually do, and where we're heading. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Hepworth. I'm the former attorney who used to consult some of the biggest crypto exchanges on the planet. I've specialized in crypto for nearly a decade. I've worked with government regulators, I've consulted crypto VC funds, I've advised crypto development teams, and I even helped launch the first crypto ETFs on the Toronto Stock Exchange. And my previous video goes into my background in detail, but in this video, I want to talk about my company. So here's how it started. When I was working at my Band 1 ranked regulatory law firm, one of the best in the country, we were the go-to regulatory team when crypto exchanges had regulatory problems. I was the youngest member of that digital assets team within the firm. And that's because I placed top 6 percentile in the notorious LSAT exam. I was one of the few legal practitioners who had already been in crypto for years, and I was pretty proactive. I was a pretty good lawyer who could get things done. And because of that, I was able to become the youngest member of the digital assets team. And on that team, I did everything under the sun you could do as a lawyer for a crypto exchange, including physically going and working inside a crypto exchange for 6 months. After years of consulting clients like this, I noticed an issue that I personally took advantage of. Our clients, the crypto exchanges, they are restricted by traditional financial regulations to only show their customers, so that's the retail investors of their platforms, assets that are bad value. And by bad value, I mean the assets they show are overpriced, the valuations are too high, and the risk to reward is just not that appealing for a crypto investor. The crypto assets with good value are in a market that most of these same customers are not even aware of. The good value assets are all found in what we call the primary crypto markets. So as I was advising our clients at this time, these crypto exchanges, I realized that they were actually in the business of just taking primary market crypto assets and making them available to their customers on their secondary market platforms. Now, because I myself have been in crypto since 2017, I already knew how to access the primary markets, but most people don't. And that knowledge or lack of knowledge really, without exaggeration, is costing them millions of dollars in opportunity cost. See, the primary markets are where assets get listed first, and then months and sometimes years later, they get listed on secondary market exchanges like Coinbase, Crypto.com, Robinhood, or any of the other popular crypto exchanges. What I saw from actually working inside these exchanges is that these secondary market exchanges would spend massive marketing budgets to distract their customers, to confuse them in order to keep them from becoming aware that there is a primary market that their customers could just go to directly. I saw our clients, the crypto exchanges, the VC firms, the insiders who knew about the primary markets get very wealthy because they were taking advantage of this market separation. And I myself also became wealthy because of this market separation between the primary and the secondary markets. I 11x my portfolio and generated a 7-figure profit in 2 years. But the customers of our clients, so the retail users of the secondary market crypto exchanges, they weren't becoming wealthy. In fact, they were losing money because of this separation of the markets. And after realizing this, I just didn't want to help facilitate this dynamic anymore, so I quit the law firm. People think that they're getting a one-up on the banks by buying crypto through crypto exchanges, but in reality, these exchanges are just offering people the same bad deal that banks have been dealing people for the past century. As I started sharing this kind of perspective and knowledge online, educating people about the primary markets, people started reaching out to me for help. How do I access the primary markets? What do I buy? What is the right time to sell? And that natural pull, that organic demand, was the start of my crypto consultancy. Now, we show investors how to access and invest in the primary markets and finally build wealth with crypto assets. Since starting in 2022, our consultants have serviced over 1,400 clients, helping them grow their portfolios in the primary crypto markets. We were initially teaching primary market yield strategies, which is where the name Yield School comes from. But since then, and after 5 iterations, serving over 1,400 clients and receiving over 100 5-star reviews, we have become the most comprehensive crypto service in the industry, with strategies for all phases of the market, when it's up, when it's down, and when it's flat. Our mission is to help our clients grow their wealth by unlocking the full potential of on-chain crypto markets, maximize their opportunity in bull markets, protect their capital in the bear markets, and generate passive income throughout it all. We achieve this mission through the 3 pillars of our service. This is the primary crypto markets, crypto native research, and crypto native consultants. Let's talk about pillar 1, the primary crypto markets. The primary crypto markets are where every crypto asset exists and is created. Here, you access the assets first and before the hundreds of millions of users on centralized secondary market exchanges. The primary markets hold increasingly advanced crypto assets, passive income products, agentic management tools built with artificial intelligence, and overall is a functionally new economy that is creating more real wealth day by day. And I'll make a separate video to dive deeper into these markets and show you what's there. But for now, what you need to know is that the primary crypto markets are a new economy that is producing new early stage services and businesses that you can invest in now. In the long term, I wholly believe these markets are going to provide you a higher ROI than what you could achieve in any other market this century. And a lot of people say, put your money where your mouth is. And although I've already done that, putting more than 75% of my net worth into the primary crypto markets, I've gone even a step further. I've put my life where my mouth is. The primary crypto markets, if you invest correctly, is the market that will provide the highest ROI on your money you can get, period. No other market compares. And I believe this so strongly that not only am I willing to bet my life on it, I actually have bet my life on it. My time, my most precious asset, every waking second of it, I am putting into servicing our clients in the primary crypto markets to the highest possible standards. And so that's pillar 1, access to the primary markets. But access alone is not enough. Pillar 2, crypto native research. The second pillar is a world-class analytical team and platform. We're not traditional Wall Street analysts who have come to crypto grudgingly just to make our clients happy. We are crypto native specialists that spend Monday to Saturday, 8 to 5, within the primary markets, analyzing, categorizing, and investing in the best opportunities in the market. And if you want to succeed in this market, you have to be crypto native. Or you need someone on your side who is. Because if you are not crypto native, you will fail. Crypto is not stocks. If you treat it like stocks, you're going to get wiped out. And many traditional investors who are successful with stocks come into crypto and do get absolutely wiped out. A lot of our clients even, these are business owners, highly paid executives, intelligent traditional market investors. They come into crypto and they waste time. They just stare at assets. They have $1,000 in on the Coinbase app all day, or they get scammed, or they invest in assets that look good in the marketing, but then you look under the hood and you see that the crypto computer AI engine of this machine that's going to change the financial world, it just doesn't make sense. And to look under the hood, to have the capacity to open things up and actually understand what's going on, you need to be crypto native. Otherwise, you're going to be unsure, you're going to make bad calls, and you will lose your money. And that's why we have a crypto native analytical team. And it's also why we have pillar 3, crypto native consultants. Every client gets a one-on-one consultant who guides them through the process of moving capital into the primary crypto markets. We will hold your hand, guide you step by step, and support you so that you have no choice but to start doing things correctly in this market. Providing such a hand-holding service like this is honestly a headache to maintain. Finding crypto native experts that pass our vetting process is tough. These are experts with years of experience at crypto hedge funds, government councils, leading on-chain protocols, all with proven track records across multi-million-dollar portfolios. I really need to pay these guys to keep them on my team. I need to provide perks so they stay. I need to make my consultancy a desirable place to work. It's actually one of the hardest parts of running this company, but the reason why I go through this headache of providing each and every client with a dedicated crypto native consultant of this quality is because I've found that most investors are just going to struggle to get set up in the primary crypto markets unless they have one. Even if we give the client primary market access, even if we give them our crypto native research team, this market is just too chaotic. There's too many scams, there's too many assets, too many tools, too much marketing from people trying to scam you. Put simply, there's too much distraction for somebody who only wants to do this a couple hours a week or a few hours a month. For example, even myself back in 2017, the market from the lows to the highs went up 117x, but I barely made any money. I learned my mistakes the hard way during that time, and I don't want normal, hardworking people to go through what I did. In summary, it is the combination of access to the primary markets, crypto native research on primary market opportunities, and one-on-one consulting with a crypto native expert that makes our service unique in the market. It is then the quality of the team that is providing that access, the research and the consulting, that makes our service superior to anything else in the market. And we're intending to maintain this market leadership. My vision is to become the market leader for on-chain crypto asset services, a full scope service company for this asset class specifically. Just as traditional market investors need assistance with taxes, estate planning, diversification, insurance, custody, my vision is to do the same for this new asset class. When people think of the primary crypto markets, I want them to think of us. When people think crypto native, they'll think of us. When people think of crypto, I want them to think of us. This company is my life's work. We're going to be here for a decade to come. Thank you for showing interest in what we do.